Imagine a cheese so daring that it invites maggots to play a role in its creation. This is not just edibility, but an experience that pushes the boundaries of taste and tradition. As the maggots work their magic, they transform the cheese into a complex, pungent delicacy loved by some cultures and reviled by others, challenging our very perceptions of what food should be. This astonishing practice reveals a world where fermentation and decay become art, inviting us to see beauty in the bizarre. In certain cultures, this daring delicacy is cherished as a symbol of tradition, resilience, and culinary identity that has been passed down through generations. Locals celebrate it during festivals and special occasions, viewing it as a badge of honor and a testament to their cultural heritage. Their acceptance and reverence for this food demonstrate a profound connection to history, nature, and the diverse ways humans adapt to their environment. People in these countries consume fermented cheese not only for its unique taste, but because it offers nutritional benefits, such as probiotics that promote gut health and aid digestion. Additionally, the fermentation process was historically a practical method of preserving dairy in times before refrigeration, turning simple ingredients into a sustenance-rich delicacy. For many, eating this cheese is a deep-rooted tradition that connects them to their ancestors and the land, embodying a cultural identity passed down through generations. The tradition of fermenting cheese with maggots dates back centuries, rooted in local ingenuity and a deep understanding of natural processes, often born out of necessity in harsh environments. Historically, communities discovered that allowing certain insects to cultivate within the cheese not only preserved it longer, but created a distinctive flavor that became a cherished local specialty. Over time, this practice evolved into a cultural symbol, representing resilience, resourcefulness, and a unique culinary legacy shared across generations. As maggots thrive within the aging cheese, they break down complex proteins and fats, intensifying the flavor in ways that are both pungent and profoundly rich, transforming the cheese into a sensory experience unlike any other. The process creates a depth of umami that aficionados seek out, with each bite revealing layers of earthy, fermented notes that tell a story of nature's raw power. This dynamic interaction between insect and dairy results in a taste that's bold, complex, and unforgettable, an extraordinary testament to the artistry of traditional fermentation. This dish goes far beyond mere sustenance. It embodies a deep cultural identity, symbolizing local resilience, craftsmanship, and the harmony between humans and nature's cycles. For many communities, preparing and consuming this cheese is a sacred ritual that reinforces social bonds, preserves ancestral knowledge, and honors their history. Embracing this delicacy reflects a profound appreciation for tradition and the enduring belief that beauty and value often lie beyond the surface of what is considered conventional. Watching locals prepare this delicacy reveals a careful, almost ceremonial process where every step is steeped in tradition and precision, transforming raw ingredients into a cultural masterpiece. From harvesting the cheese to the final moments of tasting, their techniques showcase skills passed down through generations, each action carrying deep meaning and respect for the natural fermentation. As they indulge in this extraordinary experience, it's clear that for these communities, this dish isn't just food. It's a celebration of heritage, identity, and a daring spirit that refuses to compromise. For many, this delicacy elicits shock and revulsion at first glance, a visceral reaction born from unfamiliarity and cultural differences. But for others, it becomes an irresistible acquired taste, an experience that challenges perceptions and expands culinary horizons. Over time, curious food enthusiasts and fearless explorers learn to appreciate its complex flavors and the cultural stories woven into every bite, transforming initial disgust into fascination. This polarizing response highlights how taste is deeply personal and shaped by cultural context, revealing that what's considered taboo in one society can be a treasured tradition in another. Unlike the Western standards that favor mild, aged, and carefully controlled cheeses, this delicacy embraces bold, fermented, and often pungent flavors that challenge our notions of cleanliness and refinement. While Western cheese traditions typically revolve around cleanliness and uniformity, this approach celebrates natural decay and the chaotic beauty of fermentation, highlighting a cultural openness to embracing the raw, the wild, and the unconventional. This stark contrast reveals how deeply food choices reflect cultural values, perceptions of purity, and local history, reminding us that culinary norms are shaped by a society's unique relationship with tradition and nature. This daring tradition is most popular in specific regions, where it has become a proud symbol of local identity and cultural endurance, often celebrated with festivals, special ceremonies, or communal consumption. Countries like insert specific country names have preserved these practices for generations, passing down the knowledge and rituals that keep this tradition alive today. Exploring these places reveals how deeply embedded this delicacy is in their history and social fabric, showcasing a remarkable example of culinary resilience and cultural pride on the global stage. Despite the seemingly untamed nature of this delicacy, strict health and safety standards are often in place, ensuring that fermentation is controlled to prevent harmful bacteria and contamination, making it safe for consumption when prepared properly. Local artisans and communities have developed specific techniques and environmental conditions that regulate the process, balancing tradition with modern safety practices. This careful management demonstrates that what appears wild and risky is actually a carefully monitored tradition rooted in knowledge and respect for both nature and public health. Many believe that this practice is purely chaotic and unhygienic, but the truth is that it involves centuries of tradition, precise techniques, and careful monitoring to ensure safety and quality. The fermentation process is guided by experienced practitioners who understand the natural controls needed to prevent spoilage and harmful bacteria, turning what seems like decay into a carefully crafted delicacy. Clearing up these misconceptions reveals a fascinating blend of science and tradition, showing that this practice is rooted in a deep understanding of natural processes rather than recklessness or neglect. When outsiders and food critics are introduced to this extraordinary delicacy, their reactions range from shock and disbelief to curiosity and admiration, sparking intense debates about taste, culture, and culinary boundaries. Some critics praise its bold complexity and cultural significance, recognizing it as a genuine gastronomic adventure, while others struggle with its appearance and unconventional methods. These diverse responses underscore how deeply personal perceptions of food are, and they challenge us to reconsider our notions of what is acceptable or exquisite in the world of cuisine. Across different regions and communities, preparation styles vary widely, each adding unique local ingredients, techniques, or rituals that give this delicacy its distinctive character and flavor profiles. Some cultures might incorporate specific herbs or spices, while others modify the aging process or the insects involved, creating a rich tapestry of culinary diversity. Exploring these variations reveals how tradition morphs and adapts, reflecting local tastes, histories, and innovations, demonstrating that even the most shocking delicacies can have a fascinating array of cultural expressions. As you bite into this delicacy, you'll notice a complex, layered texture, creamy yet gritty from the maggots, offering a unique mouthfeel that is both intriguing and challenging. The flavor is intensely fermented, with earthy, savory, and pungent notes that linger long after the first taste, providing an experience that's both bold and unforgettable. For those who embrace it, this combination of texture and taste becomes an adventure, a sensory journey that pushes the boundaries of traditional cheese and invites a new appreciation for the art of fermentation. The origins of this daring tradition date back centuries, rooted in necessity and resourcefulness, where communities discovered that allowing insects to ferment and preserve their cheese created not only a long-lasting food supply, but also a uniquely flavored delicacy. Over time, This practice evolved into a cultural ritual that symbolized resilience, ingenuity, and a deep connection to nature's cycles. Uncovering its history reveals a story of human adaptation and innovation, transforming decay into a celebrated art form that has endured through generations. This delicacy is often surrounded by rich symbolism and rituals that highlight its cultural significance, representing concepts like vitality, endurance, and a deep respect for nature's transformative power. In some communities, preparing and consuming this cheese is part of sacred ceremonies or festivals that reinforce social bonds and ancestral traditions, turning each bite into a meaningful act of cultural expression. Delving into these rituals uncovers a profound connection between food, identity, and spirituality, showing how this extraordinary delicacy embodies much more than flavor, but a living testament to cultural resilience and history. Culture profoundly influences our food choices, guiding what ingredients are valued, how dishes are prepared, and the meanings attached to them, often defining identity and community bonds. This peculiar delicacy exemplifies how traditions can challenge modern notions of hygiene and taste, illustrating that culinary choices are deeply embedded in historical, environmental, and social contexts. Reflecting on this reminds us that food is not just sustenance, but a powerful expression of cultural values, shaping our perceptions and acceptance of what is considered normal or extraordinary. As culinary boundaries expand and the world becomes more adventurous, this bold delicacy sparks the question: could embracing such unconventional flavors and fermentation techniques represent the future of gourmet cuisine? Chefs and food innovators are increasingly exploring unique, authentic ingredients that challenge our palate and push traditional definitions of luxury and sophistication. In this evolving landscape, embracing the bizarre and the bizarre could revolutionize our idea of fine dining, transforming cultural taboos into the next frontier of haute cuisine. Together, we will embark on a journey beyond comfort zones, exploring the fascinating world where culinary traditions challenge our perceptions and redefine what it means to truly experience culture through food. As we uncover these boundaries, you'll see how each daring dish reflects a society's history, values, and resilience, inviting us to broaden our understanding and appreciation for diversity. Join us as we explore the extraordinary, embracing the idea that every culture's culinary choices are vital stories etched in flavor, history, and identity. Ultimately, embracing these diverse culinary traditions reminds us of the importance of respect and curiosity in a world full of rich, contrasting food cultures that have endured centuries. Appreciating the uniqueness of each tradition allows us to see food as a universal language, connecting us through history, identity, and shared human experience. By opening our hearts and minds to such diversity, we foster a deeper understanding and respect for the incredible tapestry of flavors that make our world so vibrant and extraordinary. Never forget that every bite we take is a glimpse into a community's soul, revealing stories of survival, hope, and identity shaped over generations. Food connects us to our roots, traditions, and the land itself, serving as a living record of human history and cultural resilience. Embracing such diverse culinary practices enriches our perspective, reminding us that behind every dish lies a profound narrative waiting to be explored and respected. If you're captivated by these astonishing stories and eager to explore the hidden depths of cultures around the world, make sure to subscribe and join our journey into the fascinating, often surprising, world of human tradition. Each episode uncovers new secrets, challenging your perceptions and expanding your understanding of what makes us truly human. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and become part of our adventure into the extraordinary stories behind every culture's story through food and beyond.